back, guys, and thank you for joining me today again on Big Bob's MTG. I just wanted to share with you another Magic the Gathering Theros Beyond Death booster box opening. This will be my last booster box opening of Theros Beyond Death. I'm hoping to do some more sets maybe later, but I wanted to see how this would go, and if I get some good pulls, you know, potentially go for it. But I do have some other Theros Beyond Death products that I wanted to open up in other videos as well. See if we can get some other pulls, get some other stuff, some more specialty items, and you know, those will be in later videos. So here we go. Let's start off with Calyx here. I always forget these are side opening. Human Soldier, Swamp. Alright, we have a Chain of Memory, and our first one is Atris. Put our foils over there. That's Celef, and Chainweb Arachnir, and Binding of the Titans. I'm not going to go through too much of this, being that the set is been released for a week, and I've seen a lot of other videos, and it's just been busy. Alright, got this worthless token junk. So, this guy, oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Celef, Beloved of the Sea. And the Dryad of Elysian Grove. I like this guy. I actually use him a lot in Arena. He works wonderfully to help you play additional lands, as well as he makes all your lands basic land types of all types. So, wonderful card to get. So, the son just came home. Say hi to little Bob, everyone. Hi. So, here we go. Third pack. Human Soldier, foil planes, or foil, I don't know, do you think planes is fire, or light, or electric energy? And a Heliod's Intervention. That's a great card to pull. I like the interventions a lot. They're really fun to play with. They're a little bit hard to find in a good place, but if you can, and you get them off in the right time, in the right place, they can really change the way a game is going. Trash. Right, Nadir Kraken, Gary, Thanati, and Hateful Eidolon. I actually like this guy a lot too. I've been playing with him in green, white, black enchantment decks. All right. A goat token, a mountain, and a Dalakos, Crafter of Wonders. I have yet to make a standard version of an artifact deck, but I'm guessing Dalakos would be a staple in that one. Human Soldier, Island, and Dream Trawler. I've seen some awesome decks with Dream Trawler from a lot of the other YouTubers. I haven't gotten to, or haven't been able to play with Dream Trawler too much on Arena, just for the simple fact that I haven't pulled too many of them. So I try to spend as little money on Arena as possible. I think for Theros, I haven't spent a single dime on Arena. So everything that I have has been freely acquired. Klothys, God of Destiny, is our first mythic. So he's a fun one. He's indestructible as long as your red and green devotion is less than 7. He isn't a creature. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, Exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, add a mountain or a forest. Otherwise, you gain 2 life, and Clothis deals 2 damage to each opponent. Great card. I'm really excited to play with that guy. Haven't seen too many decks where they fully utilize him, but, you know, maybe someday. Alright, zombie token. Plains. Nyxborn Brute. And a Temple of Abandon. Alright, here are the uncommons. This guy I've seen used a few times in Arena. I had it used against me where somebody was producing tons and tons and tons of creatures. So it was a fun card. This one as well, if you have a lot of Constellation, this one works great to kill, I don't know, the Knight of Ebon Legion and all those little 1 and 2 power guys that need to be killed right away. Alright, Kraken! Gotta love the Kraken. Mountain and Plummet. Alright, second mythic is Heliod. Heliod it is. Now this box was sent from my friends down in Mississippi at Gamerz Den. Jason down at the Gamerz Den hooked me up with 2 boxes, one of which went to Little Bomb, and the other went to me. It was an early gift for his birthday. Tentacle, right after the Kraken, appropriate. Erebos' Intervention. So I have yet to pull that one, so that one's a good card to pull. Slaughter, Priest of Mogus, Millennium's Prophecy, all cards good to play with enchantment decks. Sticking to my hand with static. Alright, Staggering Insight. And Thassa's Intervention. That's the 3rd intervention that we've had so far. Not too bad. Keep plowing on through here. I'm going to try to make this video a lot less than an hour. How about that? Cetacean Champion. Love this card. I use it a lot, especially when you have a lot of either aura or enchantment cards. Also, the enchantment creatures, much like this. Daxos counts as an enchantment creature. So do all the demigods. So they're really good and fun cards to play with, especially when the Constellation mechanic is being used. Much like the White Archon that I love to pump out lots and lots and lots of Pegasus. Human Soldier, Forest, and Eat to Extinction. Great card. Good kill 'em all type of card. So the mechanic I've seen the most utilized in Arena has been Hexproof, which is funny because the Hexproof mechanic has been around for a long while, but now it seems like people want to use it because they can aura enchant a whole bunch of things and give them hex, or give them like vigilance and whatnot, and not lose hexproof with like the Paradise Druid and whatnot. All right, Ephemia, the Cacophony. Alrighty, garbage. Temple of Enlightenment. Not too excited about the lands in this. I wish they were like the lands in Allegiance, Ravnica Allegiance. Those were probably my favorites, which I think I said that in the last video. Ooh! Thassa, Deep Dwelling. Non-foil, but her Constellation card. Great card. So that's the 3rd god we've gotten out of this box. Dear gods. Let's go here. Satyr, Forest, Enigmatic Incarnation. I like this card, especially with the new enchantment creatures that are in play, because you can sacrifice them to find other creatures. One of the main ones that I go and find is the Returned King, Kenrith, as well as I go find my constellation creatures like the Cetacean Champion and whatnot. When it comes to all those, the sagas that cost 2. There's a bunch of sagas that cost 2. So when you use the Enigmatic Incarnation on those, you can go find a 3-cost creature. Well, you know, a 3-cost creature with Constellation is probably the best. Wavebreak Hippocamp. Still have yet to use him. Excited to, haven't used him yet. But I'm sure once I can kind of get a full grasp on the flash mechanic, which has always escaped me for some reason. I want to play cards on my turn, so I play everything I possibly can when I probably should just chill and play normally. Temple of Deceit. So another disappointing rare. Banishing Light is a reprint, and this is a non-land permanent. So much like our Convoke friend that does a non-land permanent, this guy also does a non-land permanent, but for 1 less, because it doesn't have the Convoke mechanic. Throw it over there. Ha! Goat, Mountain, and the Akroan War. Akroan War is one of the few sagas that I enjoy playing with, just because you get to take creatures, and then if you have things like Thassa in play, where she'll flash a creature out of play and then back into play, it makes it yours for good. Because of her, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. And it says that because this can only target a creature you control. So I think it was a little bit of an oversight, or maybe it was intentional. Regardless, love it. It's a good little combo to use if you ever need to. Nightmare for Ashiok. Alright, Island and that. Yay. Annex, the Constellation card. That's a fun card to have. I like all the little demigod constellation cards, as well as, like Thassa over here, the constellation cards for the actual gods themselves. They're always fun to pull. Alright, Elemental. Ooh! Nadir, a foil Nadir, and an Idyllic Tutor. Great! I use this card a lot when going to search for my enchantments and whatnot. And the Kraken, I'm really excited to use this eventually when I can start like with the Hippocamp and whatnot, because that Hippocamp is going to help me draw a lot of cards on somebody else's turn. And with Wilderness Reclamation and whatnot, well, you'll be able to, you know, fully utilize the entire mechanic of those cards together. Human Soldier, Plains, and Perforos's Intervention. So that's the 4th one. We have 4 out of the 5. There's 6, 7. There's only 5 interventions, 5 different colored gods, and 2 multicolored gods. So all right. Junk, Mountain, and Tectonic Giant. Let's see now. Tectonic Giant, whenever a giant attacks... Ooh, I farted. Cool. It becomes the target of spell or ability an opponent controls. Okay. Yep. That's not too bad. Alrighty. Wolf Token. Island. A Gallia of the Endless Dance. I really want to use this card so bad. It's such a cool little satyr mechanic card, and I think you can really pump out a whole bunch of satyrs that can't block anyway, so you might as well just dance the night away. Alright, on to the last stack. Trying to be as quick as possible here. I do not want it to be another hour-long video. Pegasus Token for your Archon. And the Eidolon of Obstruction. It's a great card to fight against the Planeswalkers. I know there weren't very many Planeswalkers in this set. Let's see, the last set had Oko, banned. Let's see, Rowan, and the Royal Scions. So, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Ouroboros, Black-Hearted Foil. Mythic Foil. And Storm's Wrath on top of that. 2 great cards out of the same pack. Wow. I like that. That is an awesome pull. Ouroboros is one of the ones that I play with a lot of the Life Lost decks, especially with Villas. Villas, whenever you lose life, you draw that many cards, so you can pay. Mantle of the Wolf, +4/+4. And when it is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, choose 2, or create 2, a 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. I like that card a lot, especially in these Aura decks with, well, Paradise Druid and whatnot, to get like inherent hexproof. Trash card. This and an Elspeth, Sun's Nemesis. So this is the 4-cost one with Escape. I actually have used this a couple times in Arena, and it actually comes in handy much more often than I gave it credit for. Being able to throw it back into play and gain some life, or give some creatures some pounding ability, it's a lot more utilitarian than I thought it was. Human Soldier, Swamp, Omen of the Sea, Foil, Gravebreaker Lamia. She's a good one to go find cards and throw them in your graveyard. One that I don't see a lot of play because it's a 4/4 with lifelink for 5 mana, and then the spells in your spells in your graveyards cost 1 colorless less, which is fine, but you know, I don't know. I can see her used with what is it called? The red card where everything has escape. And a Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear is going to be really useful, especially against all the hexproof and indestructible things that are in this set especially. Alright. Here we go. Human Soldier. Forest. Underworld Breach. That's exactly the one that I was talking about just now. So, Underworld Breach is the one that I think Gravebreaker Lamia was meant to pair with. So, that's cool. Pull them both. That's fun. Fun times. Alright. Flick then in Neverland. Satyr. Satyr? Whatever it is. Mountain. And it's a protein Thaumaturge. I have been using this guy continuously in Arena because I can turn the Nyx Bloom Lotus, or the Nyx Bloom, what is it called? Nyxborn, I don't know, whatever, Incarnation, whatever it is. The big, huge Elemental Treefolk guy, 5/5 trample, triples all lands. When he's in play, and then that guy comes into play, he can then become that guy because he's an enchantment creature. So, just more combos and more combos and more combos and more combos. Combo breaker. Let's see. Wall. Island. Hateful Eidolon. And Ashiok's Eraser. I've had that used on me a few times, and it is super annoying. We got the Renata. Called to the Hunt. Last 2 packs. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Calyx, Destiny's Hand. That is a good pull. This guy, I like his abilities a lot. His abilities are very, very useful. I don't really like this style of card, but this full art box topper style is definitely worth more than the others, so that's a good pull. Last pack. Will it be as good as the previous? Highly doubt. But You know, let's see. Spider token, planes, and a Renata. Foil Renata constellation. And Timur Calls the Dead. I've had this card used on me a few times as well, with the other card combos to make things zombies, to make things bigger, better, and all the other zombie type of creatures. Like I know Ebon Legion, the Knight of Ebon Legion is a night zombie. What is it called? Nightmare Reaper. He is a zombie as well. So there's a bunch of other cards that would pair with that to give it a bigger boost. If you can see that, it makes zombie tokens. And then you gain X life and scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. Very useful if you do it right. So that's it. So our mythics today were Calyx, Elspeth, Thassa, Deep Dwelling, the Constellation version, Heliod, Sun Crowned, and Clothis, God of Destiny. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Hope you come next time. We're going to have a very special box opening. So please join me. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.